Next Friday night against Old Dominion is the first game of this season. They are not playing last year's 32 games. They're not going to make up for those games all of a sudden in 40 minutes next Friday night. But what I hope for them is continued improvement, and obviously we all wish that they have good health.
Yeah. Now, how long do you think it'll take for them to really get into it, being that they miss so much time?
Zero. Yeah, they you know, I'm not a proponent of going from 0 to 65, but when they started in the summer, it was almost like they didn't miss a beat. Now, what I've tried to do is pay attention to their workload, and we don't practice nearly as long, and we're able to do that because we're a little bit older. We're older in all positions, so we're able to practice a little bit shorter, but I'm very conscious of making sure that Fresh and Charlie, along with all of our guys, when it is a day off, it has to be a day off. There's not extra work to be done.
How is the team gelling as a whole as far as this year working together as a unit?
Yeah, this is a really good group. I am a glass half full kind of guy, but with this group, they give me a lot of energy, and I can't wait to see them in practice. And maybe a day and a half or 2 days for the whole time that we've been together, have I thought, nah, that they're mailing in the opportunity that they have today. So this is they're still a little bit quiet, but they're very respectful, and they have joy playing basketball. There's a lot of young players playing now, and they play like the burden of the world is on their shoulders. There's a lot more serious things going on in this world and in this country than playing basketball. And maybe coach saying something to you that wasn't like, you know, happy birthday and I hope you had a great day. You know, we have to talk about other things. So, but this group gives me a lot of energy, and I thank them for that.
Phil, talk about the schedule. You mentioned you opened up with Old Dominion, but you have the Big 5 schedule. You got Loyola coming in, the A-10. I mean,
yeah, there's nowhere to hide on this schedule, you know, and I've always tried to do that. I mean, the basketball fan, the casual basketball fan doesn't get Old Dominion, but they're legit. They have a pro prospect on the perimeter. We have a pro prospect on the perimeter. You play Wake Forest, and as long as Danny Manning doesn't play for Wake Forest that day, we'll be all right. But if he plays, then we're in a world of trouble. I mean, you have a week where Temple, at Princeton, at Villanova. That's like the NCAA tournament. You're playing teams. And you're playing styles, and you're playing against coaches. Loyola in the Palestra. I hope that that's a big Philadelphia event because we won't have students in attendance there. But we worked hard to get that game. In the Atlantic 10, people should get out as often as they can, whether it's here or at LaSalle or on television. You have to see this young man, Kellen Grady, play at Davidson. There's not 5 players more impactful than him in the whole country. He's a future pro, and he's going to be a long-time pro. So Davidson is outstanding. St. Louis plays an older style. They play an old, powerful game style where everybody now is playing kind of freer and more open court. So I'm always excited about the schedule, and I just hope that we can catch the students' fire to this. I hope we can put our fans' fire to it, and that we can be a team that goes undefeated at home. That would be something that would be quite an achievement.
On the subject of the conference, it seems like every year 3 or 4 plays make a difference, whether you're the 3rd seed or the 8th seed. Do you see something similar again this year with this group?
Well, I think that St. Louis and ourselves and Davidson have all been put at the top, but George Mason, they beat us twice on last second plays. We were fortunate enough to beat them in the quarterfinals. They have starters back. They have a transfer from Virginia. They have a balanced group. And then I think that all of those games, I think any league that you go to and you play on the road, it's not easy. And you have to be really sharp physically, you have to be really sharp mentally, but you have to have your stuff tight to be a road team that wins. That's one of the things that I would like for this group to be, is a road team. I want to be a road team, not just an opponent. I want to be a road team.
I think the bigger question, you just came from the Hilton on City Avenue for the Coaches versus Cancer event. We know this as well as anybody. You're one of the biggest contributors. You're the president of the Coaches versus Cancer. Talk about the honor today with Dom DeGiulia and Fran Dunphy, and I know you have a respect and relationship with both.
Well, I'm the retired president of the Coaches
I
versus
didn't know
Cancer
that, sir.
Council. I am a member of the council, but I am not the chairman or I'm not the head anymore.
I did not know that, sir.
And it was nice of you to mention that, and I just move away from that idea of being a contributor because I don't write a check. I mean, I make donations, but I don't make donations like the heroes in that room today who paid a lot of money to have lunch and to listen to the coaches. They'll do the same thing at the postseason breakfast. Those people are the heroes. People that write a check, the little kids that donate $1. I had a grade school last week, and a little girl wanted to give me all her money from her first communion. They're heroes. I just happen to have a platform, and I want to use my platform for good. And if we can touch one person, and we can help one enterprise crush cancer, not beat cancer, then I'm in. To be in that room today and to have Don DeGiulia honored with our Champions Award and to see Fran Dunphy receive the Dean Smith Award from the United States Basketball Writers Association, it's a very, very special day, and it was an honor to be there. Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you.
You mentioned
Jay
that
Schwartz
tradition
again
this
here
year.
with head
How much
coach
of
Phil
that help
Martelli here
with
at
the
St. Joe's
players,
Men's
not just
Basketball
the
Media Day. Thank you to Don
They'll
DeGiulia
maybe
again at the
receive another
CDC Luncheon
team
and Media Day.
another
We'll begin
individual
shortly.
here.
Jay Schwartz again
They
for another
know
edition,
as
Voice of Reason, at the St. Joe Men's Basketball Media Day.
That's all of our